My first instrument was saxophone. Still my first instrument. I started playing it in the 4th grade for a year, and then we moved and the school didn't have a band, so I got away from saxophone for a couple of years and got back into it in the 8th grade. And then that was continuous from there on out. So 8th grade, 9th grade, etc. And my mom said that I wanted to play a violin at first, which I didn't do, but that I know of. she actually don't remember desiring it, but she did tell me that I wanted to play violin. But saxophone was first and continues to be first. I also play flute now. I got into flute pretty seriously in the last several years, and I play piano pretty well too. My music education. My main music education came from being in New York. I did, at the early stages of playing jazz music, I did go to Jamie Aebersold's summer camps, and 'cause I grew up in Louisville, Kentucky, and Jamie taught me about the basics of straight-ahead jazz, chord changes, and basic saxophone. And one of his proteges was my actual regular teacher, a guy named Mike Tracy, was my regular teacher. Every week I went to his place, and he made me, step by step, took me through the stuff. And I listened a lot as a kid. And then when I went to college for engineering, and I took a year off from that. I went to Harvard. You guys probably know that. The world knows I went to Harvard. Oh my God! But I studied engineering there. I took a year off to try my hand in the very fertile '80s jazz scene of New York, and I joined I got a lot of good gigs, and I joined the Harper Brothers at first, and then Betty Carter. She started picking up horn players, so I got to work with her on some gigs, and then on my first gig with her, actually was heard by Wynton Marsalis, and so got to be in his band for some time, and then joined a lot of other bands. I was very blessed with that part of it. But the real education came from being in New York and seriously seeing the level of players and being on the bandstand with serious players and getting my butt kicked every night in every situation. I was like, okay, I got to practice. And I was a good practicer. I was always a good practicer, and but I stepped it up in New York, and being on the bandstand with Wynton Marsalis and Betty and Freddie Hubbard and Philip Harper and those guys, Tony Williams for many years, Roy Haynes. That was a crazy education, in terms of just what this music is and how we do it. I didn't go to college for music. I studied engineering, like I said before. But the summer camp situation, one of the reasons I run a summer camp, which is one of the things I do now, is because the summer camp situation was so pivotal to the foundational elements of my education. And then the real stuff came when I got myself to New York and got those daily whoopings.